If you're just getting started with Google Drive, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to install Google Drive on your computer, on your Mac in this video. If you're looking for Windows, go check out this video up here. And that's going to make it a lot easier for you to manipulate files and folders on your computer and then instantly have them transfer and upload into Google Drive. Hi, my name's Duncan. I'm the founder of 6.5, and we help our clients wrangle their tech mess so that it doesn't get in their way of delivering their own business. So let's have a look at how we do this. So I've already got my Google Workspace account. This also works for free gmail.com accounts where you're not paying for Google Drive, it's just for you and you personally. So it works in both cases. What you'll do is come across over onto drive.google.com. And as you can see here, I'm just looking at MyDrive. And the settings button that's over in the sort of right-hand corner here, if you click on that, you'll see this button that says Get Drive for Desktop. So I'll click on that. Now, the cool thing here is that if you are automatically on a Windows machine, no, they've actually just changed the interface. So you'll see two buttons here, one download for Windows and one download for Mac. So follow the one that you need. I'm going to click on download for Mac, and it's going to pop that over into my downloads. So I can just follow the download over here. And now that's done, I'm just going to click on it to open it. And it's going to give me a package file here. So again, double click on that. And I'm going to follow through the steps. So continue. I want to install it for not just me on this Mac, but anyone. Click on continue. I'm just going to use whatever location it gives me. I don't want to mess about with that. That's the kind of thing that's a little bit more complicated. And I'm going to put in my computer password and click install. Now on your Mac, you might find that there are a couple of security things that you need to go through in order to make it work. And those security things you'll find over in your settings window. If they are not enabled, it will ask you and it will state to you that you'll need to go and enable Google Drive to make those things work. So I'm going to click on close, and then I'm going to click move to bin. I don't need the installer anymore, so I'm not moving Google Drive to the bin. Now what's going to happen is, well, not a lot to start with. So what I want to do is I want to open up Google Drive. So I'm going to click and search Google Drive. I'm going to do that here. I can also go to my apps item in my Mac and look for Drive. There it is, Google Drive. So I'm going to open Google Drive, and it's going to pop up and sit in the top menu bar up at the top over kind of by my clock in the top right hand corner as standard. But let's get through the sign in steps next. So now I'm going to click sign in, and I'm already signed into my Google account. So it's going to place it right on the screen right here for me. Makes it super easy for me to just click get sign in. And then I have to give it the ability, I have to give my Google Drive permission, the ability to access Google Drive. And as soon as it's come through that authentication, let's just move that away. It says, yes, I'm done. And now I can close that tab. And if I come back to Google Drive, it keeps popping away. There it is. It's going to do some setup. Now this is going to depend a lot on how much data you have in your Google Drive and what's going to come down or going to need to come down onto your computer. It's given me a little pop-up here, just said it's now going to be on a login. I've also got a low battery, so that's going to be a problem in a second. And it's found something on my system that's not been synced. So I'm just going to click not now on that for the minute. And now what I can do is click on Open Finder, and there we go. We've got MyDrive, other computers, and shared drives, and it's down here on in my Google Drive. One thing I like to do is be able to get straight to shared drives through my favorites. So I'm just going to click and drag it across into my favorites, and that means I can click on that now. All of my shared drives are going to come through. It's going to take a second because it needs to pull everything down. You can also do some other things in here. You can choose if there are other files and folders that you want to make offline. So that's simple. You go open it up and then you right click on it, click on choose available offline. That means you work on it while you're in an airplane. Of course, that's not so much of an issue anymore. If you're a big person that likes to put everything onto your desktop and your documents, you can also click on these to upload them or to add them to your Google Drive. So your best practice actually is to save things directly into your shared drives first, or your MyDrive, rather than using your computer to do so. But this is a shortcut to do that. And you can say, I want to upload my desktop. And what I'll do is I'll show you in a second where that ends up. The other thing is, if you are a big user of photos and video on your computer, you can back those up directly without needing to manually push them into Google Drive as well. I don't, so I'm not going to tick those. And then lastly, it'll give you a summary of, well, what else is it going to push into Google Drive for you? And then you get this nice window. It shows you and tells you what's being skinned. It shows you and tells you what files are being uploaded, where and when. And then, like I say, you'll be able to see a Google Drive item up in this top menu bar up the top. And now when you create a file, you can go straight into your Google Drive and it will automatically upload it up into your system. Now, generally speaking, your Google Drive has way more content in it than your computer storage allows. And the way this tool works is it keeps all of the things that you've been working on recently on your computer, so you don't have to wait for them to download. Otherwise, if you go and access something that's been a while since you've used, when you double click on it, you'll see it actually download to your computer so that you can then open it. The other thing to bear in mind here is that if you are in an enterprise, you will be wanting to share your files directly into the shared drives. Don't go put them into MyDrive and then move them across. Just stick them where everybody in your team will be able to find them as well and make good use of shared drives. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Duncan from 6.5. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe below, and we'll see you in the next one.